discretion is advised. Sidequest is a shit show.
We are live. It is Sidequest episode 37. Welcome.
Bitches. What?
Just silence, whore. I'm doing my intro.
Whatever. Fine. Just keep going. It's whatever.
You ruined it. I was gonna do like a whole bit, and
You were gonna do the same thing you do every show. Let's be honest.
the rules are scrolling across the bottom of the screen.
No, you mean the thing you said for 30 episodes?
We're joined by my usual co-hosts, Monday's co-hosts, Erilyn and Alistair.
Yeah.
Why are you so glum about now?
I destroyed
What
him.
do you have to bitch about, McGonagall?
She's such a bitch.
I am.
Oh.
What? I am that bitch.
I feel like beating her with a cat of nine tails whip.
Don't threaten me with a good time, please. As if we haven't already done that. Stop.
Gotta love Friday nights. Yay.
You're embarrassing me. Goodness.
Stop
no one
it.
needs to know about that.
Stop it.
Gosh.
Welcome to
it's just one
SideQuest. Welcome to SideQuest, everyone. Rules are scrolling across the bottom. Every donation is appreciated and will affect the outcome of the show and how much damage we take. And it helps us keep us going. So thank you for your donations through Streamlabs as well as Super Chats. We are joined by my normal co-host. Alisteria is having some magical difficulties, but she shall return post-haste, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yep, I have no idea. Let's make her dead until she comes back. How about that? We'll do that.
She inserted plug D into slot C, but it was the wrong slot C.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
I also have a package from the portal to open this
Oh.
episode. That should be fun.
Gang.
Damn Skippy.
Hope it's worth a fair bit. I might need a loan.
What's wrong, Octurus? You're very down today. You're very depressed, and I'm used to seeing you a bit more loquacious.
I've been a subject of grave misfortune in a way that really hurts me, mostly my pocket. In any case, I
Did
got
you?
a brilliant business opportunity not too long ago. They were going to launch a new 24-hour gladiatorial deathmatch arena that was called simply Stadium. And it
You
was
got-
going to be glorious. 1 monthly subscription.
Did you got
Oh,
caught in it?
Cygnus, hold on, no. I have to get this off my chest now. Look, it was one sizable subscription in Cygnus. People could walk in, members, and walk anytime, and just watch gladiatorial mercenaries and slaves kill each other 24/7. It should have been a gold mine. Well, Signa mine. never mind. In any case, suffice to say,
Cignas are gold.
they
Someone-
a partner of mine brought in new management, and they decided to, make a little bit more money by whenever people came in, they would pass around a hat so people could, buy the gladiator slaves alive, and those were cheap. That wasn't necessary, and it's a complete disaster now. You just launched today. No one showed up.
It sounds like
Ghost Town. I'm not broke, but I'm way too close to it.
it sounds like somebody got involved in MLM. Did they promise you to be a hashtag boss babe? Did you host a virtual party showing off everything, the gladiators? Because if so, I got news for you. Sorry, Ark.
I think you're confusing worlds.
I mean, it could happen here. So, I'm just saying, be aware if there's a excessive emoji use. If so, in person, if they're expressing their face a lot, just being like, I make a lot of money from home. Yeah, it's great. And like for the poop emoji, they just take a shit. That.
One more thing is wrong. All I know is that I'm going to have to take out a loan, and I really don't want
They tell you your corporate job is too much.
I can give you a loan, Octors, but you're going to have to owe me some favors.
Well, that's kind of the default state anyway, isn't it?
Yes!
Just nothing sexual. That much I know isn't in the contract.
Listen, I don't have a lot of Cignas, especially since I lost my tower, but we could quest together. I know where there's some old buried relics that nobody has found yet. We could go after one or two of them. That and Erilyn is trying to hire adventurers to go find her lost dildo.
Cute. I get it. Cavernous vagina. Har! Har!
Har, 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 har. I like how you said it twice like there's an echo.
I've still got my plague doctor suit. We'll be fine.
And Alisteria, welcome. Wait, never mind. Where the fuck is she?
Dead, apparently.
She was here and now she's gone. Something happened. Something terrible happened.
Oh no, Plug D must have gotten stuck in.
She's always getting something stuck in her plug. D. That didn't sound right. Outlet. Inlet. Inlet.
Slot C?
Slot.
Inlet?
Somebody put something in Alisteria's slot and now she's not here.
For this much of a mess, it could have been slot A.
My favorite slot is slot A. What? We're off to a great start.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a great show. I love this. I absolutely. Fantastic. Just great content.
Well,
Family friendly.
Oh, we're never family friendly.
Yeah, 100% family friendly. 100% family friendly if you want to fuck your sister.
Right?
Hey.
We're like the...
Okay, yes, we have to actually make that clear. The YouTube is doing things where they want to stress that you aren't attracting children to your show. So, again, just in case anyone was concerned, this is not a show for children. If you're a child watching this, report yourself to your mother immediately.
I'm also very sorry about your parents.
Yes.
Have they changed your diaper recently? You know, those kinds of things. Self-care.
If they're not looking out for you here, then you're going to have to look out for yourself.
I like that tagline, Sidequest, the show that's less mainstream than incest porn.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
That's, from what I've seen, objectively correct.
Yes.
And if we put incest porn in our tags, we would get hits.
We'd get a lot of hits. We'd get punches.
Yeah, I don't know if they would. Yeah, I don't know if they'd be like fucking, hired hits or.
We're going to say that until they kick us off here and we have to go to Pornhub, but that requires Pornhub to get a payment processor that's not PayPal, because...
Yeah.
I was banned. What?
Erilyn, would you mind doing fairy porn one day? What I need you to do... what I need you to do is turn out all the lights, and then turn on 2 flashlights, and then just bang them together.
Okay, like a POV thing?
Yeah. Just...
I jiggle. Yeah, I jiggle enough. That's fair.
Just 2 fairies having sex when they're fairy size is just 2 laser pointers doing this.
It's like It's like when you kind of push a bowl of yeasted dough.
Just jiggles a little.
It's like that, where you're like, wow, this is mildly satisfying. And that's what sex with me is like. Mildly satisfying.
It's
And yeasty.
And yeasty. Absolutely. I'm a bowl of yeast.
It's jiggly and sweaty and a lot like Erlen's sex life.
Yeah. Consume at your own risk. Fuck, that's not cornmeal. Anyway, god damn it. Oh!
Oh, that's gross. You had to go there. That's
I
disgusting.
did, because it came to mind, and on this show, I literally just, whatever comes to mind, I say.
Well, that's worked in the past. Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah. It's better if you're more drunk.
Wait until I have a major depressive episode, then we're fucked.
Yeah, that's what we do this show for, just in the hopes that you have a major depressive episode.
Ayo.
Oh. Well, I'm already there.
Depressed Erlen is my favorite Erlen.
Yeah, of course it is. Everyone has a favorite. Nobody just likes Erlen.
I can see your future. One day you are going to ruin a bathtub.
Already done that, actually. And the walls. And the faith of my faith in the police force. Anyway.
Oh. You actually would do very well in the Earth realm if we could ever, open up the portal with strong enough magic to actually go there. You could find a secondary career in blood splatter analysis.
Or an e-girl. It could be an e-girl.
How about a blood splatter analyst e-girl?
So I just say, what is it? Around a bunch of blood spatter? That actually makes sense.
I don't know. It's just you're already fascinated with the subject, so you could do like sexy stuff, be like all topless, showing your blinky nips off, and then all of a sudden you just slit somebody's fucking throat that's off camera, and the blood just.
Well, who isn't interested in blood? I mean, it's an interesting topic.
There's not much there for me to unravel. It's pretty straightforward there.
I think there's a lot to it. I think it's pretty sexy.
I could have bought and sold the throne 5 times over.
There's something about it.
Chronicide in the chat says splatter thought.
Bloody Girl says Assassin of the Grave. Those are both.
I'm not familiar with that spell, splatter thought.
Splatter thought. That's a thought who doesn't get as much money on Twitter as she thought, and so she jumps off a bridge.
Ayo. Me.
Ooh. Look,
There's my future. You saw it.
She goes bungee jumping in Mexico.
I'm no Belle Dolphin. What? What does she do?
What?
Thing.
Yeah,
Belle Dolphin, the one who sold her water. It's really quite touching to see people care so much about a dolphin.
Yeah.
I mean, but why would you want to buy its water?
I guess you must really love dolphins.
But then you're taking water away from the dolphin.
No, but they have to change out so often anyway.
Is blood a good lubricant?
It gets me wet.
I do know, and don't ask me how, it is very slippery. I mean, if you're not careful, when someone's been cut up and it's spilled out across the floor, you have to step very carefully.
It's very slippery.
That is a slippery slope, my friend. We're not...
It's like when they said that gays could marry, and then all of a sudden we started fucking dogs, and then we did that.
Apparently that happened over there, Whitney, Wisconsin, as I recall.
And yeah, we would all want to fuck animals, and then furries exist, and maybe I always like that. I was always like, that's a slippery slope fallacy. But honestly,
somebody send a magical message to Alistaria and find out where she's at.
I see. No longer the star of the show.
No, we need better tits in here than yours.
Whatever.
Get a boob
Well,
job.
and if we're going to discuss the phenomenon of Earth women porking dogs, she's the resident expert.
She is.
Yes. That's why I brought her up, actually. She'd be fascinated with this conversation.
I'm convinced she's a blue mage.
She hates it.
Just saying. I'm sticking with it.
It's blue waffle
Makes
mage.
sense.
What?
Look, if you listen really carefully, you can hear the invisible servant at work.
Erilyn, are you interested in breast transmogrification? Magic,
Yeah.
That
Really? What do you want to turn yours into?
squares.
Realistically, what I would like is if you could just take all the fat and put it in the titties.
Just all of it from one part of the body into another.
Realistically, though, if you just took the fat from my thighs, you get a nice pair of C's. I'm just being honest. That's why sometimes it feels really nice to squeeze them.
I don't.
That does sound surgically possible.
I don't think that's how they do it.
They've been working on it. Kind of a.
Well, actually, I've been studying up on their surgical procedures. Apparently, they take silicone and these little balloons and stuff those up in there, but that sounds like an accident. I mean, what happens if someone falls on their face?
They're comfortable, right?
Well, I wouldn't know. I've never had it done, but if we ever get you over there, you can tell us.
So the what I'm getting out of this is Erilyn wants one of those. Where are her organs bodies?
Yes. Like when I was addicted to drugs, I would like that body back.
That's just meth makes you lose weight.
Possibly while addicted to drugs. Who knows anymore?
Wait a second. Why don't they have breast fat relocation? I know they can suck it out. They call it liposuction.
They've been working on it. They've legit been working on it. They've been finding a way to get that sort of fat as breast tissue. I'm not joking. They've been working on it.
Is it supposed to be more natural or something? What if
Yeah, it's supposed to. It would feel more natural. It'd feel more like breast tissue than women with fake boobs. You can see they're very round and everything, and very just perky. But with fat, with real fat and everything, it would feel the same.
Yeah, but what if it leaks into the rest of the body?
That's what they're working.
How do you keep it in place?
Yeah, it would be similar to a silicone implant, I guess. But it would. That's what they've been working on, is how to make it so it doesn't leak.
Why don't they just take the silicone bags and fill with cottage cheese?
Well,
I mean, that's already what I look like. I don't need help.
No, it's solid
That's
tissue. It
showers
shouldn't be
with
capable of leaking. It's only liquid when they, liquefy it with the lipo thingy because they're kind of sticking something in there and scraping. It's really disgusting to watch.
Yeah, real talk. Has anyone ever seen a video of liposuction? Because what the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty disturbing.
I want obviously. I want liposuction because I'm a fat bitch. But oh my god. And I get off on pain and watching that. And you see people from the surgery and they're like, I feel like I've been punched. And I'm like, bitch, they shoved a giant needle in you. Over and over.
Just right under the skin, and they're just get in there, you bitch!
Aggressively jabbing. They're like, brr, 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 brr. I'm like, what? I don't even vacuum that hard on my floors. Why are you vacuuming fat that way? I don't even, what the fuck, dude?
Can you imagine somebody doing liposuction? It's just and then they hear clunk, clunk, clunk. That was a Lego.
Yeah, those things are pretty damn sharp.
It's fucking bonkers. It's legitimately insane. But I still want liposuction.
Well, you're not awake for it, so who gives a damn, right?
Honestly,
do they give you the video?
Judging from my past, if I'm not awake for it, clearly I don't care.
And clearly you always say yes when you're not awake for it.
I just don't say no.
That's the same as yes to me.
Exactly. Oh, goodness. We've hit it.
I feel like I shouldn't be associated with this.
There's the low of the show.
The low of the show is when I hit begin stream. It just stays in the gutter.
It does, absolutely.
This is reminding me that as bad as things are right now, It could be worse. I could be one of you.
Nope.
You don't want liposuction?
Oh no, you gods no. Besides, look, I don't mind working out now and again.
If you legitimately just say egads, I hate you.
No, he said e-gods. We have
Still,
multiple-
why are
we have
you
multiple
worshipping
gods.
egods? It's the
I'm
same
trying
thing.
to look. Have you seen what the Google Spirits did this Sunday? I'm trying to curry favor here. It's
You
important.
buy their bathwater? If you have Zeus's fucking bathwater up in there or something?
No.
Dude,
no,
that Zeus's bathwater would be electrifying. It's got electrolytes in it.
No. It would be Poseidon's bathwater.
This Zeus guy, he once turned into a swan to pork a chick. I'm pretty sure if you drink his bathwater, you're going to get something worse than a tingle.
No, Poseidon's bathwater would be briny because he's the god of the sea in the Greek myth. Zeus's bathwater would have electrolytes.
Look, some of the things those gods got up to would just be an embarrassment to ours, and that's saying something.
And Aphrodite's bathwater would be an aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
I just realized that's where the word came from.
Really?
Well, just now made. Listen, I'm still learning about the Earth realm and their fucking.
The more
language.
you know.
Rainbow. It makes sense. Aphrodite, goddess of love.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be the etymology of it.
Hermes'
With such keen deductive minds, how can we possibly fail in this invasion?
Yes. Hermes' bathwater would just have dead birds in it. Am I the only one who got that?
I chuckled.
I suspect that Hermes' bathwater, it would be strange because you wouldn't know what it tastes like.
What? Why?
It would be very uncertain.
Oh my. Okay.
Is it because it tastes like chicken?
Well, it could also taste like beef.
Listen, I don't have
think
any
it's decided.
respect for Hermes. In the Earth realm, there are many gods. Some of them have died out and new gods have been adopted, but I've looked into the many gods, and Hermes is one of those I just don't fucking respect. I mean, what kind of god needs to, like, super glue chickens to his feet in order to fly around? Why don't you just use god power to fly around? Magic. Why do you need chickens on your feet? Why did the chicken cross the road? To get away from Hermes.
You know, do we know how they died? Because it sounds like they should have committed suicide. I mean, they were the messenger of the gods, and now they are just outdone by Twitter.
Well, yeah, the electric gods. The digital
Yeah.
gods.
Completely supplanted them. They have no meaningful purpose in existence at this point.
Yeah.
There's nothing Hermes can do that Google can't do better.
Right. I guess Alistaria's not coming back. She's gone. She's dead. For the whole show, apparently. What's going on? Why did the magic not work for her?
We probably shouldn't have discussed the dogs. It's a sore point.
Oh, now she doesn't even want to come back on. Is that it?
Oh, that's my guess.
Huh. And we've lost Erlen. What the fuck?
No. Now this is a buddy. No, this isn't a buddy show. It just doesn't work at all.
Her crystal is not working at all. Yeah. That.
Is there a villain, buddy villain trope in? What's even drawn there?
That should be done. Honestly, I think that's what we'll do with the Magog sitcom if we can ever get it off the ground. Should be, instead of a buddy cop, buddy criminal.
Yeah, why not?
I suppose, like, Ocean's 11 did it. You know, they're like the cool criminals that everybody likes, even though they're clearly breaking the law and stealing money.
Right, and I think actually the movie on this, it was called El Dorado.
Yes, there's always the anti-heroes that team up in film and movies and TV shows, but, like, I'd like to do it in a proper way, where it's like two buddy villains that are trying to take over the world. Like...
It has potential, and it's a fresher concept than everything else I've seen from over there.
So apparently Alistaria's crystal is just not working at all now.
Nope, apparently.
Yep. So apparently,
Oh, damn.
terrible things happen.
Well, that's a shame. If only the crystal was working again.
She blew a fuse.
Okay.
Yep, what a tragedy. Well, we'll carry on without them.
Yes, 3-person shows are a little awkward, but we will manage. Let's get around to the super chats. There's not many of them, so should be fairly quick. The Killing Joke gave 99 cents to put a turd. A turd with a smiley face.
Yeah, it's called the poop emoji. Why they felt they needed smiling crap is beyond me.
I don't get it either. Dollar Bill
You
said,
know,
What?
it gets worse. Do you know they made gummies based on that?
Gummies?
They
Gummy
made hats.
poop candy.
Oh, like gummy bears, but it's shaped like the poop emoji?
They've made
that's
hats
correct.
and scarves and purses.
Look, they're pretty sick. I don't know. What...
People of the Earth realm are shit, apparently.
Oh, damn. We're less mainstream than shit eaters.
Yeah. Dollar Bill says Ark is a closeted elf lover. And he likes futa.
Oh.
He likes futa elves, especially.
Well,
Look, I'm still not pleased with your illusion joke. I know it was a joke now, but that...
No, that never happened. I would never do that to you.
It's not right.
Again.
Look,
well, I just highlighted the back of my hand, and now I feel like Thanos.
What?
Never mind.
Highlighted.
With highlighter, dummies. Look at this. It's super shiny, right?
you tried to draw on an Infinity Gauntlet?
Hold on.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not helping.
Highlighted. It's highlighted. Therefore, it's shiny, and I feel like Thanos.
That doesn't vibe at all.
Hmm.
Vibe check.
So, which one of us are you trying to erase from existence?
Which one? As if there's a question. It's both of you.
Vladimir Dragonov says, Magog, there's a guy here saying you owe him a ring. I don't know what. Why about he looks like he needs a bath.
Jester?
Yeah. Listen, I'm done helping midgets throw rings into volcanoes. Find somebody else. And is there any Streamlabs before we move on to the unboxing of the portal box?
My lord.
Why?
What?
Don't.
No one's paid for that. I'm not feeling that dutiful. I'm just going to do it for free. No, we're doing this the good old-fashioned way. Kaboom donated 5 Cygnas to say, sorry, can't stay watching Bubba the Redneck Werewolf, which sounds like a fascinating program, to be fair.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I mean, to be fair, we're definitely less mainstream than Bubba the Werewolf.
Bubba the Redneck Werewolf. That makes sense, really. I mean, how many werewolves would be city dwellers?
Right. All right, let's get around to packages from the portal. I only have one, so this shouldn't be long. Here it is. Came through the portal. It is from JTRW. Thank you, JTRW, for sending me this fucking package from the portal.
Oh, can somebody please just send him like a confetti cannon?
No, don't do that.
Oh, absolutely.
All right,
Glitter
this
bomb?
is interesting.
Oh.
Don't poke your eye out. Practice with the safeties on. Rated R. Glove was made by Christopher. I don't want to dox anybody. He doesn't make these anymore. All right. Thank you, JTR. Oh, cool. I'm gonna put it on. There it is.
I see.
That clearly is used to open a lot of wine.
That
Or,
should make
well, you
that
can
sh-
toast marshmallows in a fashionable way now.
that
Yes.
should make masturbating way more fun.
Oh, he should have sent these to you, Erilyn. Yeah, look at that.
I mean, I scratch during sex, and it's about the same.
That's really well made too. It's like,
It looks really good, yeah.
yeah, it's like metal and like real
One
knives.
One time I
Dentist.
scratched somebody's back until it bled, and then they laid in their own cum, and it burned really bad, and I felt bad. And then I had blood-stained sheets for a while.
I believe you felt bad.
It's worth-
I like how everything else is believable, but I did feel bad. They were
Yeah.
like, my back is burning, and they got up, and they were in their own puddle of cum and blood.
Wow.
It was funny. It was a good time.
Yeah, I don't believe you didn't plan it.
I did not mean to, but also, you know, if you're gonna sleep in the wet spot if you're in my house.
It's
My
kind of
nails short now.
it's kind of like the last time I had sex with you, and then I came and there was blood, and you were like, "Why is there blood in it?" And I was like, "Is there not supposed to be?"
I know you just did that for me to appease me.
Yes, I did.
I understand.
This is really difficult to hit the keys with this. Switch off, switch on. Thank you, JTRW and Christopher, who made it. Wicked.
How did you know that he was such an Edward Scissorhands fan?
I'm gonna get in your nightmares. Whoa, that was close. I could shave. This would be a handy utensil to like eat grapes. Just be like, bro.
It slices, it dices.
The child murdering glove. Because it's Freddy Krueger, right?
Yeah. Oh dear.
Did you just say it's Freddy Krueger, right? Fuck off.
Well, I was confirming that this is a Freddy Krueger glove.
Of course it is, you fucking idiot. Sorry.
Was supposed to be, like...
That was the dumbest. Anyway.
I understand they're very popular in trimming hedges too.
They're not!
Stop with
There's
the
a huge-
Edward Scissorhands jokes.
There's a huge difference in the... It's fine. It's
would've-
fine. It's not like Nightmare on Elm Street is my favorite movie or anything, and you're fucking with it. It's whatever. I'm not going to point out the differences
Gotcha,
between
bitch.
fucking Freddy Krueger and Edward Scissorhands. It's fine. You ignorant piece of scum.
I would have liked to see a movie where Edward Scissorhands teams up with the Crow.
And they just shoot themselves? I'm so sorry. That's such a sad story, but also, yikes. Like,
So, is that when the Crow shares his power/curse, and the Edward Scissorhands goes on a vast quest to avenge his idiot father?
I don't know. All I know is that they dress similar.
yeah,
Look, if you just put the face paint on Edward Scissorhands, it's a
Honestly,
pretty good
yeah.
doppelganger.
Yeah, Edward Scissorhands could easily be the Crow.
and Freddy Krueger could benefit from some foundation. I'm just saying.
He could benefit from more than that. That motherfucker needs some SPF 10,000 or something.
I could fix it.
Do you need some aloe vera or something, man? Come on. Just smoke a joint, whatever.
So, is Edward Scissorhands where the emos got the idea of cutting?
No, I think cutting has existed for a long time. It's just,
Bloodletting has been a thing.
yeah, it just might have been where they...
Well, I know it's been a thing, but previous to that, it was primarily medical.
It got really cute during like the early 2000s, I guess. Where it was like in movies and everything, because people were like secretly doing it with like manicure scissors, and they were like, "Oh, look at this mysterious secret I have, boo-hoo."
Right, it was a terrible fad. It might have been Edward Scissorhands. It might have been the Craft.
it was something. And then like all of these suburban white girls were taking their manicure scissors and like cutting the surface of their skin and being like, "Oh no!" And I just remember, "Oh no, I hurt myself," and they were like the wristbands.
Right. For attention, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's like
And
one
then
of those.
Once I learned, what I learned is once you start cutting yourself on the legs, it's apparently no longer for attention. And
Can we go back to that healthier time? Because now white suburban girls just become trans and start taking like hormone blockers and cut their fucking boobs off and get like dicks sewn on. Like that's more damaging, I think, than just cutting yourself with a razor blade.
Wait.
I mean, realistically, it's the same thing. It's just how deep you cut with the razor blade. Ayo.
Sorry, I was too busy feeling sorry for myself. You want to graft dicks onto what again, McGog?
It's not me. It's what they're doing. It's like being a trans person has become a fad.
Hold on. It's not necessarily... Hold on. Let's be fair. Being trans isn't necessarily a fad, but being non-binary is definitely a thing now. Like, it's definitely a bigger thing than it would have been if it didn't get picked up by the media.
Yeah, I'm not going to call that a thing. What is the objective metric of that?
I don't know. All I know is I can buy that excuse. I mean, I know that not all trans people are doing it for attention. Some people actually do have gender dysphoria and all that stuff. But there seems to be an increase of people going, "Oh no, I totally identify as like male today or female today," and it's all just bullshit.
To be fair, yeah, I think it's similar to cutting yourself. Like, there are people that, like, in the early 2000s actually cut themselves because they had an issue. The media, movies picked it up and said, "Hey, let's put a spotlight on this issue." So people were like, "Well, I identify with that," or like, "This person's getting attention in some weird way." And so it's similar with like non-binary and transgender people, where we like put a spotlight on them and we're like, these people are very special, these people are a protected class. And then it went into, well, I want attention from this and this and this, and it's hard to distinguish people that actually feel that way. And it's the same thing with cutting yourself. I grew up cutting myself. Duh. Hello.
It's all for attention and, vapid horse shit. Like, for instance, I mean, there's been cutting yourself. There's been, transitioning when you don't have gender dysphoria. There's, like, the non-binary crap. There's the propping up of, like, little transitioning kids. There's pedophilia is being propped up in some circles. Not all circles, but some circles.
Yeah.
And then there's, like, the really bad one. Reading a lot of Freud. That's
hey! Back up, bitch!
I hear that all that remains are his mistakes.
Hold on. How long do we have in the show? An hour and minutes. Do you want me to explain to you why Freud is a forefather of psychiatry? You little shit.
This is the exact reaction you get when you challenge somebody's non-binary pronouns.
No, here's the thing though. You little fucking cunt. You want me to call you? No, you want me to call you daddy? You want all this thing? Guess where it comes from? Freud. You little fucking weirdo. You little weirdo. You want me to take care of you and clean your house and fucking do your laundry? That's a fucking Oedipus complex. You little piece of shit. I don't want to hear it.
I don't want any of that.
Fucking nightmare. And your boo-hoo. I was in the army and it was so hard. That shell shock that Freud discovered. You.
I never said that, and I never did that, and I don't want that. So,
right.
You're a liar.
Look, I've said this is alarmingly plausible, but Erlen, I was looking at the new technologies they have over there because I really want to get my hands on them. Do you know that the 3D printing community came up with Freud dildo? I think you might want to look into that when you get over there.
I think you're interested. I can completely understand. I mean, that would be the most knowledge that you'd have in you if you shoved a Freud fucking dildo up your ass.
Oh, no, not for me. I have nothing to do with Freud. Thank you. He's all yours. I wouldn't dare get between you and Freud.
You could do with a little bit of knowledge inside of you. I mean, come on.
I don't want any Freud in me.
Of course you do. Because everyone wants to credit him.
No, and Freud would agree with me that if anyone wants Freud in them, it would be you. I mean, we already have our own.
I'm just saying that everyone wants to discredit Freud, whatever. Like, you're not putting blow up your nose constantly, and you're like, He did cocaine. Okay, what are you on, you little fuckers?
Poison, primarily.
Exactly.
And usually when I'm dying.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm just saying.
I'm drinking more, but...
This whole chit-chatting thing that we're doing, Freud invented that. Fuck off.
I can't afford any drink
This
now.
is cathartic where I have to deal and smile with fucking guests all the time, and then I can come on here and scream at you guys.
I miss alcohol already.
Legitimately a psycho... You know what? Whatever. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
So what you're saying is Freud is to blame for incest porn.
Yes. And it's very fucking popular. It's more popular than this fuck-ass show. So don't at me.
Bish!
I thought you would have said the fault is your mom.
She's like the scream.
Mom.
She's like the screaming Karen in that meme, and I'm like the cat with the salad, just like.
Yeah, right. If somebody challenged what you believe, you'd be like, I'm angry.
Aaron, calm down.
No. No. What do you have to say about fucking psychoanalysis? What do you have? Do you have anything interesting to contribute to the conversation whatsoever? Come on.
What? I'm not.
Are you gonna suggest CBT?
I don't know what that is.
Come at me. Cock and ball torture, but also cognitive behavioral therapy. Come on, tell me why it works, and I'll tell you why you're fucking wrong.
I'm not gonna touch that with a 10-foot Nietzsche.
Nietzsche is a fucking philosopher, you dumbass.
I just like saying things that trigger the shit out of her.
I'm just saying, you fucking walk into any Barnes & Noble, and you walk into the psychiatry section where there's the DBT therapy workbook, there's a fucking Robert Sapolsky books, there's all of the interesting neurobiological books, and there is The Interpretation of Dreams by Sigmund Freud. And then you walk into the fucking philosophy department, and there's Nietzsche.
I don't trust.
I think you're out of control.
There's all the little shits that you believe, and you want to fucking feel like you believe.
Sigmund was just mad that his parents named him Sigmund.
Have you ever read Civilization and its discontents?
No, I never played that game.
It's legitimately nihilism, but on a psychological level.
It's true. One named Sigmund has accomplished anything of note.
I don't trust anybody whose last name is Fraud.
Legitimately 1800s. Fuck off. Like, why are you arguing with me? You were around then.
I'm not. You're yelling.
It's just watching you go.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there watching you go. I'm not even arguing. I cracked one joke and it just set her off for like 20 minutes.
I said we have an hour and 20 minutes in the show. I will continue to go on. Do you believe in Carl Jung? Do you think that he was good? Do you think that the occult is good? Fuck you.
Yes, I'm a fucking necromantic mage.
Christ.
I'm not too big on the occult person.
But you don't believe in science. You don't believe in how the actual brain works and the whole tri-brain fucking.
Nope.
Yeah, right.
Please. I use magic.
But
I believe in science. I just don't believe he understood it.
But then you would argue about what people are transgender or non-binary.
And you're speaking about interpretation and magic.
Okay, it's fine.
That has nothing to do.
It has so much to do with science.
That and it's
dreams has been a mainstay of soothsayers since time immemorial.
The interpretation of dreams is only fucking works, dummy.
Yeah, but that's all it is an interpretation.
Now we're moving those goalposts.
Oh, it's so not.
I have fucked up dreams. They don't always mean anything.
They so do, though.
No, they don't.
100% do. Anxiety dreams are a thing. Nightmares are a thing. Fucking, I'm in one right now. A nightmare.
By the way, it's pronounced Jung. It's not Young.
I don't give a shit.
Only Freud lived to release
Young, like I give a shit.
Calm down, sugar tits. We got Streamlabs.
No.
And super chats.
I don't give a shit.
Well, we have super chats anyway.
Yeah. Vladimir Dragunov says, so should I kill him or give him a fake ring? Give him a fake ring. Ajax Stormwing says, "Oh, you people are still around. How is this still going? Pixie punch McGiggles in the face. $5 activation for the Pixie."
Easy.
There you go, activated.
I want you. Never mind. Whoa, buddy. That joke almost went way too far.
Calm down, Karen.
Ahem. I sentence you to 5 years in cognitive behavioral therapy. Good luck.
All the people running those tests will inevitably kill themselves.
They won't. You know why? Because it's all about your feelings and what you talk about.
I have no feelings.
Yeah, bullshit.
I don't.
The person that's still hung up on the fact that I left them in a dungeon?
That's because it broke my fucking coin purse. It has nothing to do
Oh.
with feelings. You owe me
Right.
money.
Right. Anyway.
And you can't
would
pay
seem
me
like-
back with
it would
sex,
seem-
okay?
It would
take too
seem
long.
like you've repressed some things. Do you have a hard time sleeping? Is that what the black circles around your eyes are?
I'd like to repress your fucking oxygen intake.
Please. Others have tried and they failed. So go on.
They didn't use a big enough pillow for your fat face.
What I'm saying is they didn't crush my esophagus enough. That's right. Some people are harder at choking me than you are, Magog. Get over it.
Maybe need a longer marital aid.
Moving on.
I didn't choke her that hard because she wanted me to. I don't like giving women what they want.
Right. Cute.
Diogenes the Gamer Cynic says, "Ark, I want to try and help with your elf phobia. Attack anyone of your choosing, and I can offer you a spot in the Southern Elven Confederacy." So that is a $5 activation.
Provided I attack someone and with the presumption that I then would get a spot in the Southern Elven Confederacy. Look, I'm not falling for that one. We all know what elves do to their slaves. Just look at Lyra's gnomes.
Oh, the way you said it
Yeah.
seemed less.
Okay. Yep. Are you going to attack anybody, or you just feel like...
Look, I suppose I'm obligated to make use of it. In some
Attack
regard.
yourself!
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Dink.
If I listened to my accountant, I would be a much wealthier man right now. But I didn't. I knew better. Stadium was going to be worth a fortune.
Hey, whoa, hold on now. Wild card.
I deserve this.
No, wild card. Shut up. Hey, you.
What? What?
Hi. Where did you just stumble in here drunk, you fuck?
Alisteria's back!
With your titties. Hey.
Hey, boys. Miss me?
Yeah.
Miss my milkers?
Your milkshakes bring all the...
Nah!
No.
Eh,
Yeah,
I couldn't finish it. Your milkshakes have nipple hairs in them.
your milkshakes.
like a Portuguese woman.
Your milkshakes bring all the folks to the yard.
I came in like a cannonball.
Jester, since we have you on here anyway, what did you shove up your ass?
What didn't I shove up my ass?
Now he sounds like Alisteria.
Last night I was doing the Jester, and now tonight the Jester is doing Alisteria.
Hey, you know what? That's the beauty of things here. You
As
never
long as-
know what you're gonna get.
And as long as he's around, right? We got the Joker. We got the
Yeah.
Joker. We got him
I
back.
am the wild card.
The
I
wild
don't,
card.
I don't,
The Joker
I don't
card.
like this role play. I don't like this role
Legitimately-
play. This is going too far.
Legitimately, the card that you toss out of the deck when you first start playing. Here he is.
Yep.
The
You're
Joker
right,
card.
I wind up underneath the couch cushions next to that 35 cents that you got from Wawa for getting the iced tea.
And that's why he knows all your secrets.
That's right.
He is the perfect spy from under the couch.
Yeah, with the lint and the one M&M and Skittle that dropped under there. I mean, I don't know what an M&M and a Skittle be.
Yep. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Sidequest Tinker Tailor Soldier Clown Edition. Thanks for filling in, Jester, because Alistaria had a slight problem with her crystal. Something happened, it broke.
Too much KY.
Yep.
Oh.
She spilled KY on her video crystal. Real life, some terrible accident happened and her video card exploded. Everybody, if you feel like helping her out with that, please consider that.
Did you mean thoughts and prayers don't work for this situation?
Thoughts and prayers.
No, it's Alistaria, okay? It's thoughts and prostitutes, okay?
Prostitute? I got some of those at the Waffle House.
The Blue Waffle House. Fuck off.
The Blue Waffle House.
Ye old Waffle House has the prostitutes.
The Blue Waffle House has prostitutes, everyone. So head on down. The best price in town, baby.
The farther south you go, they're called hush puppies.
Just be warned, they are horribly greasy and very unhealthy for you.
Yeah, they come out like they can't win. Whoop!
and when you've had your fill of them, you can throw away the leftovers.
Yeah. Don't give it to the dog, though.
All right, everybody. Yes, her graphics crystal exploded.
She's
dead. That killed her. I'm sorry, that killed her. Yeah,
that was too much.
Take 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes, Erlen.
Take a knee, sweetheart. The big boys are playing here.
Right. So everybody, yes, if you want to help out, you can donate, and I'll make sure she gets the dough to help her get a new graphics crystal. Unfortunately, it exploded. Something happened, spilled something on it, probably lube. Yep. Thoughts.
You were gonna say it again.
Thoughts and panties, everyone. Thoughts and panties. press F for fuck.
You know, most of it's rather water resistant. I'm still wondering how, and I'm also horrified to ponder.
Shut up, egghead.
How?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so glad you could join us because you're at my low point, and as if you're conjured by Magog.
What?
Was the plan all along? He's like, Arcturus is down low. I know what will really drive the knife in.
I just drove dialed. I just got done. Set over at the
I didn't even change his health bar. It's literally Alistaria up there.
That's fine. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're going into the second hour, boss.
Right.
Don't worry about it.
You're playing with Fire Magog. He has things he can jiggle, not on his chest. But he'll go in front of the camera if you give him a chance.
That's why I wear a kilt.
Let's get through some of these, okay? Tiglet says, Magog used this to attack the Blinky Nips. $10 attack activation for me.
You will all worship me.
Yes. Ajax Stormwing says, Pixie, call him the Calamity. That is your mammaries. The Calamity that is your mammaries. I like that. It rhymes. Speaking of the Pixie, she can return at any time. Defibrillation has been cast.
Why is the camera on me?
Because we love you. Kind of.
Oh, I can't take it. I can't take the love.
You make us look better.
Does.
You love me too, Arky.
I mean, he at least makes me look way better. I'm supposed
Well,
to
they
have...
do say there's in line between love and hate, I suppose. You
And
could be wrong.
I'm supposed to have tits, so...
Yeah, I make hers look even better. Nice and taut.
The Jester has finally returned from his vacation. He needed a week off to go concentration camping, and
So you
I had to recruit some Jester youth.
Do So do you ever have a moment where you can feel that yellow demonetized button just
like
stamping on you?
slams down on your forehead, just ah!
Yeah, the minute I walk into a fucking room.
What we need to do is just get a stamp of demonetization. We're like, when we hit a big low on the show, we just, boom, there it is. You're welcome, YouTube. There's your icon. We legitimately only make money off of people that pay us. So
Right.
I've actually returned from one of my 3 trials that I'll be going through for the quest of the lyre of Fing Mac Cool. It's a legendary lyre of a famous bard and jester, Finn MacCool. And there's 3 trials that I have to go to acquire this. This has just been the first one. And boy, let me tell you something. It put me through a loop. They put a worm inside me, and they did something to me. So it's quite the trials. I don't remember much, but I woke up with my crotch shaved and my armpit shaved, and my back hurt.
Well, it looks like you're ready for your trials. You have the Braveheart face paint on.
Yeah, was he wearing when he got his dick cut off?
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our shekels. They may take our lives.
Hollywood.
Just to do this one. They may take our lives, but they will never take our donos.
They may take our lives, but they'll never take our donos.
Oh no, I just remembered last Monday.
Hold on.
Actually said dollary dues.
Shut up. Anyway, let's take a second to look at the super chats. Please.
Yes, I know. I'm getting to them, and I also have to attack you. You're a bitch or something. Let's get on.
Yeah, I absolutely am. You're welcome.
I love that. You're a bitch or something. Come on.
Yeah, not giving
Moving
me
on.
Not giving me attention is the worst insult you could give me.
Erilyn, you ignorant slut.
Hi.
I really don't. I don't want her sucking Freud's cock for 20 more minutes. So I'm just
Yeah, whatever. Just
leave it
boo-hoo
alone.
about it. Just boo-hoo about it because it's not yours. It's fine.
Your hero's a crazy cocaine addict. Shut
You
up.
brought him.
Oh God!
crazy.
Oh God!
Okay.
He got her going again.
You're-
Holy fuck! I'm out of here.
You're
According to Freud, the reason you are so eager to suck his is because you're just mad it's not yours.
yeah. Your hero is 1990s Robert Downey Jr.
And you're some crazy necromancer, and I
Cold
still
sore
fuck
on
you.
the
So,
side of his face.
all right.
all right.
I already read the pixie called the Calamity. That is your memories thing.
Boo-hoo about it.
Vladimir Dragonoff, $20. Magog, make the fairy shut up. $20 activation. Yeah. Velna knock dieth niena. Translation: shut your whore mouth. I just let it play. I mean, that was the insult. Shut your whore mouth.
Oh, bring it, you unconcealed.
Listen.
little-
Now, this insult is going to end you. These are your last health points, so you might as well die and take your unkempt vagina with you. All right.
Oh, as if I could-
Don't say anything.
anything.
God damn it.
Bye, bitch.
She always has to have the last word.
Fuck!
You know, if she ever does croak permanently, I do fully expect her snatch to keep going on.
It's bad when my pubes are more maintained than hers.
I just see it crawling across the countryside, devouring small villages.
Now, okay, we're gonna stop making fun of Erilyn right now. I mean, her blinky nips and her fucking neon vag has helped me in dark dungeons many a time. All right.
That was the dark dungeon you were in.
Oh shit, you were right. Vladimir
Belly button.
Vladimir
This is where
Dragon.
the childquake comes from.
Right. That $20 was supposed to hurt other people too, but fuck it. We're moving on.
Moving on. Moving right along.
You two fucking retards aren't worth the time. Vladimir Dragonoff says, didn't Nietzsche coin the term Ubermensch? I believe so. Vladimir Dragunov says healing marshmallow for Magog. Thank you very much. Boom. I'll take that now. And Vladimir Dragunov also says kill the Jester Arc. $20 activation for Arcturus.
That's it. I'm
Well, I
donating
don't
your
mind
organs.
you. Jester, I'm so glad to see you back. No, I'm not. That's a complete lie. Look, you're an idiot. You're such an idiot that I'm really looking forward to return after your third quest to discover that you misheard and you've actually been pursuing the cool liar, MacFinn.
What?
Huh?
Okay, Jester, you're dead for 2 minutes. That killed you. I don't know.
Yeah, that killed me with terrible fucking comedy.
That lame ass shit. And Erlen, you have returned from the grave, from beyond.
Look, if he actually brings back a liar, I'll be so shocked. I mean, he can't follow the most basic instructions for medication. You've written down. You could write him on his forehead and stick a mirror in front of him. Never mind. I'm in a dark place, clearly.
Yep. Yuki of Sokodu gave $100 to say to celebrate the return of the Joker from his first trial. 25 Signos for all to celebrate. So that is, I guess, 25, however we wish to use them, for health, attacks. He wasn't specifically saying 25 attacks for everyone. So,
well, in that case, give me 5 health.
All right. Boom. You are fully healed. Arcturus, how about you? Would you like to use some of your...
Yeah, I'll go and take 5 of those as health and heal up.
All right. We'll do that. Boom. Boom! You are all fully healed. I will use my $25 to $25 attack all 3 people on the stream. Who's your necro daddy? And that is my activation. And that is going to be, 2 against 3 targets? So you're all about to lose some health. Working with all of you has been a blessing this fine year, and I can't have done this show without you. I was going to reanimate some corpses to just sit there and moan and groan and bitch and be like zombies, and then I realized you guys do that better.
I mean, you've had me in bed, so you understand.
Oh, God, it's so hot, too.
And 2 out of 3 of us smell better.
The way you just gurgle like a dying corpse.
It's only because I have to have enough alcohol in me to kill a fucking small pony.
Yeah. Well, in order to make you a revenant, you had to drink a lot. So.
Yeah. And here I am. You proud?
Yep. Speaking of, Jester, come on back. Defibrillation.
No!
He doesn't.
Oh, God. There were demons down there.
There's always demons with you. Ajax Stormweek says, I've been to Waffle House before. It was on purpose. Prior to that, I'd been constipated. Joker, deal damage to Magog. That is a $5 activation for the killing Jester, who has sparkly music.
Oh, God, I got the broads fucking shit, don't I? Oh, God. You just kill me right now. Oh,
Yep. Attack
Magog.
Attack me.
I am going to attack you.
I mean, you're already attacking me with that face, but go ahead.
Christ.
Why don't you shove it up your fucking ass, you fucking
me
necromancer. Fuck,
I should
man.
have
Go
said.
ahead, go, no. Say something.
Go. All right.
It's like 2 men puffing their chests out, like.
Yep. Go ahead and attack me. I wanted to show you this though, Jester. These are cool, ain't they? Yeah.
Oh.
JTRW sent these to me. I don't know if you were watching.
Really?
Earlier.
He finally got rid of those fucking murder weapons.
Great.
Be expecting a knock on your door soon, pal. How can I insult somebody with a work glove with knives on it?
Oh, bitch.
The most practical of weapons.
All right, thank you.
Fun.
That was fun. Yeah. Yuki of Sokodu. Man, I really wish
Whatever that game that Suburban's mom.
Sokudo. Yoki of Sokodu. Damn it. says $50 Cygna's to help the witch with her crystal. Thank you so much. I'll make sure she gets it. Of course, after YouTube takes their cut, unfortunately, but still, it will go to help out. Vladimir Dragunov says, petition to rename the chat the Right-Wing Death Squad. Press 1 to sign. No.
No.
Yeah, that'll backfire us. But look, we don't want to get mired in Earth politics. It's
No. And I
we hate you all equally.
And I don't feel like going concentration camping either.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm putting a kibosh on that one there, Junior.
I like that he's so old, kibosh is still a word to him.
It is!
Rhino says, is this where we donate for trees? Yeah, sure. Raping trees.
Yeah.
Erlin's favorite trees. They're
Hello.
like bonsai
Yeah, but
trees.
you need to specify who you're donating to. If you're donating to Erlen, they plant a raping tree. If you're donating to me, I burn one down.
That's like a clash.
Yeah.
Clash there. Tiglet.
Yeah.
Tiglet gave $100. Thank you, Tiglet, for the viewing crystal. Thank you so much. And more lube, he adds. Thank you, Tiglet.
Yeah, so she can ruin another fucking one. Rock on, dude.
This is broken.
Hopefully she's learned her lesson now. No more inserting the video crystals in. It's not going to fix it. The computers and such and things like that, they don't appreciate it.
Right. This is broke. It won't let me scroll down anymore. Like, why can't I see the other ones? This damn new fucking bullshit. Ugh.
Yeah, I had that problem. Among others.
I could see it.
Vladimir Dragunov says, speaking of demonetization, what type of punch can knock out 41st graders? Oh. Sandy Hook. It's a punch. It's a punch. Get it? Like a hook. Oh, man.
I can't. No. Nope.
Oh, no.
Vladimir, you keep coming with jokes like that. I'm not going to read them.
And remember, the show is not for children. Any children watching this should report themselves to their parents right now. And if your parents don't care,
you should be shot.
Yeah, that was. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of like really off-color jokes, but we will get fucking booted off of YouTube if you keep this up.
Yeah. You can only push the envelope so far, there, Junior.
Yeah, at that point, with a joke like that, the envelope got crumpled up and thrown under the couch where Jester lives.
Yeah, I'm using it as a fucking hammock now.
Oh, wow. What, did you laugh? Sure, some people probably laughed. Was it tasteless? Absolutely. Was it allowed on YouTube? Probably not.
No.
That's this whole show.
Yeah, pretty much.
The show's still going on, right? Because I've seen this done before. Someone owned a comedy club, invited 3 comedians on. They told some tasteless jokes, so they condemned them for misogyny, then refunded the 4 people who actually bought a ticket, so they could, brag about it on Twitter. You're not pulling that shit because I make time for this. This better go on to the end. I will not have you virtue signaling at my expense.
Right.
Shut up, egghead.
Speaking of weird fads, this isn't the grind. I have a special article to read. It's not part of the grind. I wanted to discuss this article. It doesn't belong in the grind because it's not necessarily like weird world news from the Earth realm. It's actually very specific to what we were kind of talking about earlier with weird like cutting fads and trans and bi genders, non-binary genders, things like that. How about this weird fad, guys? Here's the article. What you stand to lose by not having sex with people with HIV.
Oh. legitimately an entire generation that just wants to die.
Dude, I got shit in my ears or something. I didn't hear that right. What the fuck was that?
I will read it again. What you stand to lose by not having sex with people with HIV.
Get the fuck out of here. No, hey, whoa. Whoa.
And this is brought to you by an online news blog called Queer Tea.
Of course it is.
Now, keep in mind, a lot of you all of you except for me, because I spent all mine, you do still have 25, some tax. Like, I think, okay, Erlyn and Arcturus spent $5, so you guys got $20 worth of stuff. And Jester, you still have 25 to use however you see fit. I wanted to remind you.
Okay, thank you.
Let's get into the story. Imagine a couple. Let's call them Todd and Carl. They love one another like crazy and continue to be amazed at how much they have in common. So it's a fictional couple named Todd and Carl. They work out together at the same gym, enjoy watching the same nerdy sci-fi and fantasy series on Netflix, and share a love for Japanese and Korean food. It's like everything hipster.
Yeah, it is.
Holy crap.
Oh.
We're gonna need your Freudian inputs on this one, Erlyn. We really
right.
are. You might actually be able to sell me on Freud after this article. They seemed to effortlessly merge their groups of friends when they got together and share the same values when it comes to working hard and building their careers. Although neither has popped the question yet, they're likely heading towards marriage somewhere down the line. They love, trust, and support each other. Oh, and the sex is mind-blowing. It helps the Todds around 20% top, 80% bottom, and Carl's the opposite. They just click. They make that ridiculously cute couple that others envy. Sounds good, right? That's literally.
But one of them's gonna croak in 5 fucking years.
Right.
Oh.
Sounds good, right? Except it never happened, despite both catching each other's attention on an app. Todd and Carl never went for that first date. They never made it to the bedroom stage, let alone realize that they both shared a dream of adopting a kid and trekking across South America one day. It's like every cliche.
It is.
They're from California, I can tell.
Yeah.
Simi Valley.
It's Simeon Valley, apparently.
Yeah.
What a desperate reach. Might as well say, and then the Earth was saved, because since they didn't come together, the giant comet flew past.
Right? So,
Their love saved us all.
see, the reason this fictional relationship that we can imagine in our head of this perfect gay couple, Todd and Carl, didn't come to fruition is because Todd stated on his profile that he's HIV positive. And when he messaged Carl, he wasn't rude, but he simply responded, "Sorry, not quite what I'm looking for."
Sorry, I don't want to die.
Oh, no, this can't be California. He's not obligated to say that there.
And with that, a relationship that would have changed both their lives disappeared into the ether. Mr. Right was pushed right back out the door.
But the Earth was not destroyed by a giant comet.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
So a few weeks ago, the person writing this, so I'm going to take the position of them. A few weeks ago, I wrote a story on Queer Tea about an HIV-positive man who finds himself often, sometimes rudely, rejected on dating apps. Some of those who commented on the article appeared to feel attacked by the piece. It is insane to shame people for attempting to protect their own health, said one.
Yeah.
Everybody has the absolute right to make whatever decisions they want about their own sex life, period, full stop, no qualifiers, said another. These seem like reasonable people.
That's because they are.
Common sense.
Others agreed that everyone has the right to take responsibility for their sexual health, and for some, this includes not having sex with people who they know to be HIV positive.
Wow, imagine.
You got the HIV. No.
Erlyn
my dick in you.
looks like she has one of those I can't fucking even headaches.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. You can see the veins coming out of her fucking skull.
Yeah.
Okay, listen to this trite bullshit. I don't disagree that everyone should take responsibility for their own sexual health. My purpose in writing this is to merely ask you to give a thought to the potential consequences of your particular decisions of not sleeping with somebody with HIV.
You could save the Earth from a giant comet.
If someone is HIV positive, knows their status, is on effective medication, and has consistently had an undetectable viral load, they cannot pass on the virus. PrEP is also widely available in the US and several other countries to prevent people from acquiring HIV, and condoms are also, of course, widely available.
Because everyone can afford that, right?
Well, condoms are pretty cheap. In fact, you could get them free, I think, in parts of their realm, but still. How many people want to take the risk, though? I mean, can you believe somebody who's like, yes, I'm HIV positive, but I haven't had like a full viral load, so I can't pass it on? Would you believe them?
Not in California.
Hey, listen, if you stick your dick inside that thing, you could die.
Well,
I ain't sticking my dick in it.
yeah, no
What?
one be leaving that from you. I mean, I've seen the reports.
I hope the comet comes and drops on your fucking head, you pinhead motherfucker. Hate you.
All right. There are many reasons. It goes on to talk about like self-partnering and shit like that, which is weird. You know, they're being content. They're content being self-partnered. Didn't some celebrity recently come out and say that? I'm self-partnered.
Oh yes, and they've started a trend.
Yeah.
Because it sounds so much cooler than no one will give me the time of day.
It was Hermione, wasn't it, from Harry Potter? That chick.
Yes, that's where it started.
Yep.
One day they're going to self-marry too. That's also been happening. And then they'll have an affair with someone else who's self-married. So, it becomes an open marriage.
You're cheating on yourself.
This person goes on to say, refusing to entertain the idea of dating an HIV positive person might just mean you miss out on the love of your life.
So what? There's another one. Fuck it. That one's going to be dead in a few years anyway. And what? You're going to be depressed? And then you got to worry about an adoptive little brat? And explain to him why you got the HIV now? And you're probably going to pass it along. You're going to have a little munchkin there who's going to be a bitter man in society, growing up in foster homes, knifing people for crack on the street because his two daddies died. Now he's totally fucking confused. Right. Oh, yeah, you're batting 1,000,000.
And
now,
the guilt. I mean, they went broke trying to get him through college, and they couldn't afford the treatments anymore. And that's when things just accelerate out of hand.
Yeah. They don't think about anything other than themselves right there.
Right.
That's it. The very narrow tunnel vision.
And
with imagination, anything is possible.
Like you being smart.
And this writer goes on to finally cap off the article with, if you find yourself single and contemplating why, bear in mind it might be because you blocked Mr. Right when you read he was HIV positive on Grindr. Of course, some will say, my perfect man doesn't have HIV. Well, I hope you're not too old before you realize nobody's perfect.
Ugh. Nobody's perfect. But that's what they call having the HIV.
Well, look, if these medications are so very effective at preventing the spread of HIV, then, look, strictly speaking, it should start dwindling in numbers to where this no longer becomes a major concern unless, I don't know, some trendy group of idiots were to somehow glamorize HIV positive status. But who would do that?
California. They made it not a felony, and
Yep.
you can't get jail time if you kill somebody else through your vag or your a-hole.
And that's another thing. And it's not just this article. I've seen a growing trend of people on Twitter posting pictures of themselves getting HIV positive tattooed above their privates, to let everybody know when they're about to have sex. And look down, there's HIV pos, and they're like all proud in the photo. Like the tattoo guy's got his rubber gloves on and he's tattooing HIV positive, and they're all like, "Yay, selfie!" I'm proud. You know, I'm still a person. Yeah,
Oh,
you're.
I'm gonna
there's
punch
no-
your neg hole.
Yes, thank you, Jester, for reminding me. Because the internet will host every degeneracy imaginable, they are the bug chasers.
Oh, that's real?
Unfortunately.
No! Say it ain't so slappy.
I don't understand it. Look, normally you have to be part of some sort of demon worshipping plague cult to think this is a great idea, and actually, that would make a lot of sense.
I heard that they stick toothbrushes up their butts holes.
Why? Well, people.
Okay, I didn't read that
Never
one.
Never mind. I ignore that question.
Nope.
We've
Nope.
done plenty of
Nope.
stories on the grind of people putting weird shit up their assholes.
Okay.
Are we caught up on super chats? We do only have one Streamlabs, but I can get out of the way.
We are indeed caught up on super chats, as far as I know. Yep.
Okay, well, 26 minutes ago, Roger Wilco, 98,
What the
donated
fuck is
2
that?
Signas.
What the hell is that? There's no panache. There's no flair. It's a Streamlabs, you dolt. Act like you give a shit. Do it right.
A couple bucks for a new crystal, saith Roger Wilco, 98.
A what?
Couple
Yeah,
of bucks
say
for
it
a
so
new
we can
crystal. It's more
understand it, you jerk.
throwing more Signas at the Blue Mage.
All right. Tiglet also just now gave $20. Say for the Jester, use as you see fit. So Jester has like $55. Like you have
I want to attack Arcturus.
with what?
Something that'll kill him.
Okay.
Is that a magical wand in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me?
There it is. You've been activated. There we go.
Hey, Arcturus!
Yes, Jester.
Knock, knock.
Who's there, Jester?
Eisenhower.
Eisenhower. Who, Jester?
Eisenhower late for the gangbang. Why don't you bring your mother to the gangbang? Yes, it's true. It's been a long time since she had a screw. And when she was younger and in her prime, she used to gangbang all the time.
Is that the only song you know?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking. I hate this fucking show. God.
Can you bring me up to full healing with whatever I got left?
Oh, you've got plenty left.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm gonna save some of that for the grind, and strategically do things to people
I still
in their
have.
butthole.
I also still have one more healing marshmallow. So.
Oh, that's great.
Yep. And Erilyn has like $20 worth of stuff, but she's down for the count for the moment. I don't know why.
I that story would have gave me a tension headache number 13 too.
Yep. Apparently
That was terrible.
Yep. So, yeah. Arcturus will return in a few moments, and we'll get into the grind.
That sounds fantastic, boss. How have you been? Well, never mind. I've been watching through my crystal. I've seen how you've been. Terrible.
Yeah, pretty terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, I just feel awful all the time. Now.
Well, aren't you glad I'm back to bring some joy and levity and mystery and shenanigans with me?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm glad you're back, Jester. It's finally good to have someone stupider than Magog.
Thank you. I missed you too, Poe.
Fucking asshole. Return to life, Arcturus.
Actually,
Hey,
I
Dark.
got that minting. Oh, what the hell is it, Jester?
Hey, did you
You
hear the
let me
part?
bail you out of jail, and this is the thanks I get.
No, I left you a thank you and your new shoes. Thanks for letting me crash on your floor. That was my thank you.
Oh God, why haven't you died of dysentery yet?
No one had better have seen you. Look, I'm claiming that you stole some sort of pet. I'm going to have to buy an animal and have it killed later and blame it on you now. Just
Nobody saw me.
Some distance from you.
I left out the basement like you said and took the trench all the way down. By the way, you got to get something to clean out that trench there. I'm not going to say what I saw, but you got to get it cleaned out.
Yeah, that's where we dump the medical waste.
Exactly. Some of
Most of it came from
still
you.
Moving.
Yes, most of it came from you.
Oh my God, it might clone itself.
Well, we've lost Erlen now. Apparently, we're having the bitches just having all kinds of problems tonight. Can't be on the show. It's just us.
Right.
It's just us guys tonight. It's
just dudes.
Just us dudes. Yeah.
Hanging, chilling.
Just me, the jester, and the other woman, Arcturus.
Yeah, the titty dancer.
I've never done any such thing.
All right.
Hey, you better check the Streamlabs. Because we're almost getting into the grind there. And we want a fresh plate for the boss. Do your job right.
Yeah, are there any before we move into the grind?
See, I
what
told
a
you.
Strange coincidence, but why, yes. Magog, there has been a Streamlabs. $1 donated 5 Signas to say, Arcturus, tell Jester you are happy he is back.
I'm waiting.
Jester, I'm so happy you're back. I'm activating 20 Signas worth of attack right now, all for the Jester.
That's it. I'm donating your organs.
Let me articulate the ways.
There it is. It's been activated, my friend.
Come on, Slappy.
One of these days, I'm going to find all of your lost friends and relatives, gather them all in a room, and surprise you with them. You'll all be reunited just so I can watch the disappointment in their eyes.
That's fun.
Is that supposed to hurt me?
He plans on disappointing all his relatives.
What do you think they are now? They're all disappointed anyway. Come on. Look at me.
This. So, would it please you or sadden you if they all died immediately afterwards?
Honestly, I don't give a fuck.
Well,
Out they go.
Unfortunately, that killed you, Justin.
Oh no!
Killed by terrible humor once again from the egghead.
2 minutes of blissful respite. That was. I feel so bad about just burning those Signas. Boy, howdy. Man, I was so impulsive.
Diogenes the Gamer Cynic says, Ark, you would be an advisor to me, not a slave.
Yeah, pull the other one. And they've got bells on.
All right, let's get to the grind. And we've lost Erlen, but we will power through the last half hour here and do the grind. Let's have some fun. All right. So, a man faked being handicapped to get his diaper changed. Say the cops. People are weird. A Louisiana man was arrested this week after police say he posed as a mentally and physically handicapped 18-year-old to trick a healthcare worker into changing his adult diaper while he became sexually aroused.
How much did he pay them? And I'm thinking he must have been a cheap bastard.
I don't
Also
know.
unaware of Ireland's services.
I have no idea if he actually paid them or if he filed this onto his insurance or something, or if it was like free home care. I have no idea. But
Also, while I have 3 health points and potions, I would like to go ahead and top up if you don't mind.
very well. Speaking of topping off, the jester can come back to life now.
No.
Oh, my lumbago. Hello.
Aw.
It's tough getting old there, Saucy.
Oh, is that his name for you now, my god?
I guess so. Sorry.
No, I was talking to you, fucking egghead. I call my boss by his proper name. Boss or Magog.
Rutledge Rory Diaz, 29 years old, was booked into the New Orleans Parish Jail Wednesday on 10 counts of on 10 counts of each of sexual battery and human trafficking after authorities say he posted fake ads online to lure in unsuspecting healthcare workers, Louisiana State Police said in the news release. So he posted fake ads needing a home health care person. They came in. He pretended to be handicapped just so that they would change his adult diaper and he would get aroused by this. Is that human trafficking? Like, I understand the sexual, the 10 counts of sexual battery because you were tricking somebody into...
That's a bait and switch.
Yeah, I mean, I can get that, but human trafficking? Let's see what else. Maybe there's something else.
Actually, I think in this case it's more of a switch and bait.
Yeah. Investigators found that Diaz used social media advertisements to falsely claim that he was seeking home health care for his 18-year-old brother, Corey, whom he described as mentally and physically handicapped. Police said that as soon as he made an arrangement with a healthcare worker, he would then pose as Corey while allowing the care provider to change his adult diaper and obtain sexual arousal under the false pretenses of being handicapped. After 10 separate incidents involving the same unidentified healthcare worker, officials said the victim became suspicious and soon discovered that Diaz had made Corey up. Diaz was arrested on Wednesday. In addition to sexual battery, the human trafficking charges, he is also facing 1 count of possession of a Schedule II controlled dangerous substance. So he had...
What?
He had drugs.
He had drugs.
He had drugs. He was
Well, behind something this is a great idea.
He
had meth and a boner and a diaper full of poo. Oh, tricking those nurses. What can you do? He would get aroused and then rub one out till the policeman came to his door and started to shout, "Hey, Ricky, what you doing?"
I hate you.
Really, this is a topic dear to your heart. This makes sense because you're the only person shown to wear diapers as well.
Now this, this next story is actually kind of went viral. So a lot of people,
your ass, I suppose.
a lot of people probably already have seen it, but we're going to cover it on the grind. Wild boar discover and snort 17,000 English pound worth of cocaine in Tucson forest.
In one night? That's a party. That's a fucking party.
No, that's a nightmare because boars are vicious bastards naturally.
I know.
I'm pretty sure you get them cracked up. Whew.
How many English pounds worth?
17,000, so probably around $20,000 worth of cocaine.
Coke, yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't that much.
It's actually quite a bit because the price of coke is pretty low compared to other harder drugs.
Yeah, but it ain't a key. It ain't a key.
We'll see. I don't know how much, but we'll see.
That should have made national news as they just tore across the countryside, leveling things as they went.
Wild boar in Tuscany have sniffed out and destroyed a stash of cocaine in a forest, leaving drug dealers 17,000 out of pocket. The hidden haul of white powder was strewn across the Valdiciana Valley after being dug up and partially devoured by feral hogs.
Holy shit. Yeah.
This is the plot of a B horror movie. If this hasn't been made already.
Woo, pig
Pumbaa.
suey!
Pumbaa's fucking wild ride. Yeah.
The drug dealers were heard complaining about their discovery by police who were listening in on a telephone conversation. They were wiretapped. So the police had their eye on these guys for a while, apparently. And they overheard a phone call where the Albanian gangsters...
I work for the CIA.
The Italian and 3 Albanian gangsters were talking about jars of cocaine that they hid in a valley were now gone, and the hogs were going wild.
Yeah,
So,
babe.
Is this a crack boar gangbang?
Yep. The gang, who were made up of 1 Italian and 3 Albanians, had buried the Class A drug in jars and were allegedly trafficking around 2 kilos of cocaine every month to the cities of Arezzo and Siena. However, the jars were not enough to protect the cocaine from the curious snouts of the wild boar. Of course not. They're just glass. You know what boars can do? They can eat bone. Like, they can eat everything.
They snap shit.
They can crunch metal.
You ever see the molars on those motherfuckers?
Yeah.
They're like this.
The
You
wire...
ever see one coming at you? I know you have, boss.
Exactly.
Fuck that noise.
I had to...
Engage at range.
Yeah, I had to use long-distance fire spells, AoE spells, definitely. The wiretapped phone call led to the detention of the men, with 2 jailed and 2 others placed under house arrest, according to Toscano Media News. The gang were said to have been operating from September 2018 to March 2019 and charged $85 per gram for a high-purity cocaine.
$85 per gram. That's what the street work is nowadays?
Yeah, it's kind of shit.
Oh, God. People are getting ripped off.
Yeah.
Back in my day, no, I don't know.
The drug dealers are not the only people concerned with the influx of wild boar in Italy, with farmers protesting in Rome earlier this month over the animals wreaking havoc on their land and causing fatal car accidents. 2 million boar are estimated to roam Italy, according to President of the Farming Association. He said it is no longer just a question of compensation, but a matter of personal safety, and it must be resolved. Well, just open hunting season on boar. That's what they did in Texas.
Yep.
You don't even have to have a license. You see a boar, blow its fucking head off.
Like dingoes.
Yep.
Like dingoes in Australia. Bang.
Yep.
The boars just tear everything up.
Oh my God, this shit. Everybody is obsessed with Russian interference these days.
Oh my God, please.
What, still? I think I gave up on that one. I haven't heard about Russian collusion in a long time now. It's all Ukraine, Ukraine, Ukraine.
Yep. I can't, there we go. Nope, I can't read it. I have to have a subscription, even if I unblock.
Oh.
Yep.
Even through the crystal? Those bastards.
Yep, even through
They
the
started
crystal.
recouping losses on all this.
The title of it was No Evidence of Russian Interference in New Zealand's Bird of the Year contest. Apparently, they thought the Russians were interfering in the Bird of the Year contest.
So I'm guessing there was some manner of orange bird in the competition.
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
Oy.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Hey everybody, this one, you might want to warn you might want to warn your family members and possibly take this warning for yourself. This comes from Health News. A woman's eye bursts after spending too much time on the phone, doctors say.
Maybe that's what happened with Biden.
Doctors say a woman was temporarily blinded after blood vessels burst in her eye following an all-night session of playing on her smartphone. This comes from China, so it's questionable.
Oh.
These-
No, if it hadn't been from China, I was going to suggest that maybe this was Karen speaking with the manager.
Right.
Gold farmer.
Oh man, I don't even want to read
really
this.
wanted. She was really into Candy Crush.
Okay.
That's all I got for that story.
I got
they all
nothing.
can't be winners, man.
Yeah, exactly. That one turned out to be a nothing story after.
Yeah.
All right.
They had potential, but then they said in China and no one cares.
Right, exactly. And who knows if it's real, because China's always trying to control people, and making people afraid of doing something is a good way to do that. So,
Which, of course, never happens in other countries.
right. A 39-year-old San Antonio man kills his mother's dog after she wouldn't allow him to have sex in her home.
Wait,
How old? 30 something?
39.
someone with another adult, right? Not the dog? As it wasn't I can't have her, no one can thing?
Well, let me read. I certainly hope not.
Fingers crossed!
A San Antonio man has been accused of killing his mother's dog after throwing the pet 18 feet across the home during a disagreement. James Garcia, who has been living with his mother on and off for 4 years, according to an affidavit. Police officials say the 39-year-old asked his mother for permission to bring a woman into her home so he could have sex with her in his own bedroom. Okay, yeah, so... All right. According to court records, an argument began when his mother told him, "No, you can't bring a bitch in here." Garcia allegedly picked up her small dog, Roxy, and threw the dog 18 feet across the room, where she landed on the kitchen floor. Garcia then left the home, leaving his mother with the dying dog. A neighbor helped her take the dog to a veterinarian, but then Roxy was pronounced dead at the hospital, saying she died of a burst heart which caused her to bleed to death. Garcia was arrested last Saturday and said, according to the affidavit, he didn't like hurting the dog. He just got mad. Because he couldn't get any
guess
food
what? Yeah. He couldn't get a nut off, so...
Yeah, so you just kill your mom's dog. There you go.
Dog, yeah. Be almost 40 years old and do that. And you're living with your mother.
Right.
Hey, really? Really?
Fucking loser.
Yeah!
Okay, this is...
What happened?
Just steps away from the
come on, stop the auto thing.
I'm dying here.
All right. Now, we also have a story here, and this is probably how we'll end the grind. I know it's 15 till, but we've kind of burned through them today. But we have a story here of what Jester did on his downtime.
This is good. Now I finally find out how he wound up in prison.
A bucket of hot diarrhea was randomly poured on a woman by a homeless man.
Wasn't me.
Just letting that soak in.
Yeah, it did soak in too. Right down to her slip.
Before we get to the meat of that story, we have a super chat.
That was terrible. That was the worst.
I couldn't help myself. We don't actually have a super chat, but I needed to do that.
That was a nice segue there. I like that one.
Do we have any
It's better than moving on.
Yeah, before we...
I think fucking Ark just had to go fucking off screen over there.
We're just
fuck you guys.
We're losing everybody tonight. So...
fucking peas and carrots.
Before we get to the meat of this story, I'd like to check Streamlabs and Super Chats, make sure we're not missing anything. Nope, doesn't look like it. All right. It was liquid. Hot liquid. She said I was soaked and it was coming off of my eyelashes into my eyes.
Oh, can I ask a question?
Are
we going to find out if it was in a bucket or a bag? Did he shit in a Ziploc or something?
We're about
I
to
heard about
find
this
out.
one. It was a bucket.
Yeah.
And you would know. You should know.
Shut up.
Okay, we got to dig deeper into the bowels of this story, okay?
We got to uncork this.
Yeah, let's uncork the details of this story. A night near the Hollywood Walk of Fame would change a woman's life. As she was
Oh my God!
Hollywood.
Oh, Kevin Carradine! Oh, Kevin Carradine! I know him.
Please, I think you really do need to read the name on this one.
Yeah, okay. All right. A woman's life would change as she was getting into her car and a homeless man sprinted across Hollywood Boulevard toward her. Heidi Van Tassel was parked in Hollywood after having a pleasant evening out with friends at an authentic Thai restaurant. Pause. Usually when you eat at a Thai restaurant, it's you. The diarrhea comes out of you. It doesn't go on you. Okay, like
yeah, they put a lot of peanuts in those Thai food.
They're fucking bamboo sprouts. Okay, anyway, suddenly, bamboo shoots. Suddenly, a man randomly pulled her out of the car, dragged her out to the middle of the street, and dumped a bucket of feces on her head. Van Tassel said, and the public records confirm.
Well, Van Tassel, isn't that one of the? It sounds very Dutch.
Yeah, that's oh God, a Dutch oven joke. Come on, man, you can do better than that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just suggesting. Seems like that's the sort of area of Earth where a lot of the relatable porn things are coming from. Just wondering, are we quite sure this wasn't planned?
I have no idea, but apparently this actually happened and it's confirmed by traffic cameras. So.
Oh, there's video?
Yes, I don't know if there's video released
I gotta
publicly.
look this up.
I don't know if there's video released publicly.
Oh, no.
Yeah. All right. Now, I've had a shitty night before.
I'm back in if there's video. Learn to swim.
Learn to swim.
Learn to swim.
She went on to say,
no.
in quotations, it was diarrhea, hot liquid. I was soaked and it was coming off my eyelashes and into my eyes, Van Tassel said. Paramedics who came to treat me said there was so much of it on me that it looked like the man was saving it up for a month. Van Tassel was rushed
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And it was still hot.
Oh.
It was probably hot outside.
Either that or he had a
bubbling in the sun.
He had a fresh load in there. Van Tassel,
yeah, right up on top.
Van Tassel was rushed to Hollywood Presbyterian Hospital after the grotesque attack, where she was tested for infectious diseases caused by contact with feces. She'll need to be retested every 3 months. It was all inside my car because it was so much. He just kept pouring it and splattering it all over me. She said,
"Wait a minute! I thought he pulled her in the middle of the street.
I think she was
and dumped it on.
No, I think she was leaving the parking lot and she had to stop for traffic. He pulled her out of the car, which was in the middle of the street.
Oh, okay.
He like blocked her, and when she stopped, he ran over the door and pulled her out. This is why you drive with locked doors.
This is why you run over people who try to block your car.
Yeah, that too. I mean, especially if it's one of those Extinction Rebellion motherfuckers. Anyway.
Yeah.
Again, there's something strange with the logistics of this. He was able to pull her out and keep her there while he went and fetched the poo bucket?
No,
or he was able to pull her out with one hand?
No, he was carrying it, and I think he set it down or just pulled her out one hand. I mean, some bitches are tiny and weak, and you can just yank them around.
Yeah, but he's a hobo living off of fucking crusty bread.
That doesn't matter.
Oh, no.
Well,
what if he was high on PCP? That give you that retard strength.
Oh, yeah, but was he naked?
California.
All those PCP dudes go naked.
Quit asking me
There's
questions.
already been
trying to find out the lore.
And I'm trying to fucking read the story so you can have your answers.
I'm trying to kill time.
California knows how to party.
Whoop, whoop.
She said the Los Angeles Police Department told her they would invest the crime, but her phone calls to the department went unanswered. So apparently the guy ran off. They didn't catch him, and now she's been calling the police and nobody is answering. Van Tassel said the police also promised to have their victim's advocate reach out to her to offer services. She said she never got a call. It's so traumatic. The PTSD that I'm dealing with is beyond anything that I've ever felt. There needs to be some kind of help for victims of these poo crimes. I added the poo part, but, you know.
These shitty crimes.
The man who attacked her was identified in court records as Jer Blessings. And he was charged with battery and taken to jail, so they did finally catch him.
Jerry Blessings.
Yeah. Jerry Blessings was described as a transient with schizophrenia and psychotic disorders. He doesn't need jail time, he needs mental health care, Van Tassel said. I have empathy for him because he needs help. He poured a bucket of poo on you, dragged you out of your car, poured a bucket of poo, and you're still like, that poor man. So security footage, not a traffic cam, but security footage from business nearby captured the attack, and body cam captured the aftermath as officers responded. But the LAPD...
Or after birth.
But the LAPD and business would not release the footage, even when Van Tassel asked to see it. Why would she want to relive it? Like, I don't...
Why not?
Again, I'm not entirely certain. This could have been there to break into niche porn. I don't trust those Dutch.
The Dutch. Rhino donated to say, interesting story considering Jester once lost a beauty contest to a steaming bucket of diarrhea.
Hey, what's the difference between you and a bucket of shit? The bucket.
I don't know where to go from here. We got 5 minutes.
Well, we've got a super chat. The Amazing Critter Man donated 20 signals to say, for the Crystal Fund.
Thank you. I'm sure Alistaria will appreciate having a little extra shekels to help build her new crystal.
Yes. That's very kind to everybody. You guys are really nice and everything like that, except the guy who called me a bucket of diarrhea. So
You know, Magog provides these things, so you know he's just pocketing this all right.
No.
What'd you say, Pinhead?
No,
I would never steal from Alistaria. Maybe you, maybe Jester, maybe even Erilyn. But Alistaria's boobies are just too nice.
Oh, I'd steal from that broad in a heartbeat. That's why I'm not in accounting.
steal.
Thanks for watching the grind, everyone. We're done with the grind. All right.
Yay, grind!
Yay! Grind is done. The week has begun. Monday night. Everybody's back to work. Everybody's back to doing what they hate to do.
So this is the Monday show. How come it smells different in here?
Because you joined.
No, it smells like lanolin, patchouli, and...
You're all broken up and weird looking.
Yeah, again, you're taking
really?
Alistaria's place. So I'm guessing... Well, okay then.
We lost the Jester too. Tonight?
That's fine. I mean, what a terrible shame. Oh no, he's on his way back.
What? What do you mean a terrible shame?
Tonight we just ran into quite a few problems. Erilyn got sick midway through the show and started having seizures or something. I don't know. She bit her own tongue off. I don't fucking know, and I'm not gonna go check on her. She's not getting resurrected this time around. And Alistaria broke her crystal. So the bitches done fucked up, turned into the man show.
And then I showed up and ruined the whole fucking thing. How do you like that?
And
I'm getting over it.
Tiglet gave $5 to say, just because it was a good side quest tonight. Well, I'm glad. Given that we've had so many problems, I'm glad you still enjoyed yourselves. I'm glad everybody is still having fun.
Oh yes, it's basically a story of a triumphing of adversity.
Everybody thinks this is a shit show. They just don't want you to stop doing the shit show.
Oh, by the way, you've gotten me in trouble. Talk about replacing the king discreetly. They have ways of hearing about things like that.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna get my glove on. I'm gonna go work I'm gonna go work in the garden after this.
Just be careful scratching your balls, boss. You could circumcise yourself.
Thank you for the circumcision glove, JTRW.
He's a moil now. I Gavolt.
Yeah.
Mazel tov.
Yep. It's never pay for a cheap circumcision. It's a ripoff.
Oh. I felt that one. I really did feel that one. Probably because I had a catheter in me just less than a week ago, but
not that long ago.
So clearly, cheap urologists are also ripoff.
Yeah, he still has catheter PTSD.
Yeah.
That's
I still shy when I pee.
No, Bobby, bad touch.
Bad touch. No, I don't want to breathe out. Leave it out. Do I leave it out or take it out or leave it in?
I have a story from someone that I knew was a nurse, and she made a very terrible mistake. She was on training, right? And oftentimes when you get a training nurse, there's the real nurse that's with the training nurse showing her how to do it, but there's a real patient. And she was learning how to do catheters. And she got the catheter, somebody else did the catheter in, but it was her job to take the catheter out and replace it. And she started pulling, and the main nurse training her wasn't paying attention, and the guy started moaning in pain. Turns out she forgot to deflate the balloon at the end of the catheter. So she just started yanking. And there's like a bevel at the end of the catheter to keep it in that you have to deflate before you pull it out. Just the look on Jessica's face right now. And she learned a valuable lesson that day because she was pulling on this guy's catheter, and it was still
that
2 more trials, Magog. 2 more trials.
Look,
thank you
even
for
with
that.
electronics, you don't just yank the wires. What's just? Ugh.
It's terrible.
Everybody, fuck off. We're done. Got another letter here. This is nice. Dear Magog, Beardbarian here. Just wanted... Oh, whatever.